All right, we are live from the ASB Financial Studios, Fly on the Wall Productions, Main Street, Barrie, on a beautiful Thursday, officially now, afternoon. A little chilly, a little windy. It's 39 degrees right now. Supposed to be making it into the mid to upper 40s today, but hope you're doing all right. We got a big weekend coming up, lots happening, car show, and I know the Sip and Shop's going to be taking place over at the VFW on Saturday. We got casino night with the Chamber of Commerce on Saturday night. It is going to be a busy, busy weekend. The weather forecast, by the way, for Sunday is supposed to be stellar for day one up at Thunder Road with Merchants Bank 150. It's going to be incredible. Did I say Merchants Bank? I think I meant to say the Community Bank 150. I don't know. Raylene, correct me. But anyway, it's good to have you. Thank you so much for being a part of the broadcast. I've got with me a couple of guys who are you guys are the big dogs when it comes to Vasa and everything that's going on right there. Adam Lane and Ethan Hill, the trail coordinator. Ethan, tell me about your job. What do you do, bud?
I'm the trail coordinator for the Vermont ATV Sportsman Association. I deal with everything from writing grants to trail maintenance. There's a lot of different things that I have taken on at this point. I do our mapping. That's a lot of it.
That's a ton.
That's
right
the start
there.
of it.
So this is not a part-time volunteer type position.
No, this is very much full-time and then some.
How many hours a week do you think you're investing?
In the wintertime, 40 to 50. In the summertime, 70, 80 plus.
Wow. So you're in charge for the whole state. It's you.
Myself and the executive director of Vasa, yes.
You guys have to answer to everyone who's out using the trail network.
Yep.
That's a lot.
It is.
There's a lot of people.
Yep.
And we were just, Adam, you were just telling me over in New Hampshire, they were just doing a study on some of the money that comes in from this.
It's a large amount of money over in New Hampshire. It's a bigger trail system, a lot more working parts to a lot more wilderness area out there.
Yeah,
as well. I mean, that's the big thing.
And how much money do they think that's coming into New Hampshire?
Well, they guesstimated it at $100 million
just in one season,
a year, annually.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Boys, we were just chatting off the air just before we went live that kind of the secret's out on ATVing and this form of recreation, and it just seems like there's people from other states that are just piling into their trailers on the weekends and heading up to Vermont. You're seeing that too, right?
Yep. Absolutely. Since especially since COVID started, our trail access decal sales have doubled since COVID.
So out-of-staters, same rules apply when getting their ATV registered. You got to get it registered with your state.
Yep.
Which, of course, I would assume implies that you've got to have insurance to
Yes.
do that.
Yep.
Just like any other vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that point, you've got to get your trail access decal from Vermont.
Yep, that's correct.
So how do we do that?
We have set it up online at vtvasa.org. You can go to our website, purchase your trail access decal. You'll need to upload a valid picture of your valid registration. You'll receive a 10-day temporary pass via email.
Oh.
Within seconds after submitting your request, and then usually 3 to 7 business days after that, you'll receive your trail access decal, your paper map, and your paperwork in the mail.
And that's how it is, whether you're out of state or whether you're here in Vermont.
Correct.
Vermont, $60. Out of state, $105.
Correct. Yep.
All right. You can do this all online. Simple.
Yep.
Simple. So what if you don't have one of these trail access decals? What if you're out ripping around. You don't have one.
Yep. You'll get a visit from law enforcement while you're out there, and they'll address it on the trail.
And do we know what the fine is for that?
I don't currently. Nope.
Too much.
A couple hundred.
It's
What?
more than the trail access decal.
It's a lot more than the trail access decal.
Just not worth it.
Yeah. No. In
Wow.
addition to no insurance. Yeah.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Of course. You couple that onto it. My God, it's so not worth it. And so really, there are law enforcement that are out there in side by sides,
Yep.
moving around, watching.
Yep.
And what kind of presence do they have? Is it pretty strong? Is it getting stronger? Are there more and more?
It's getting stronger, especially in some of the more ridden areas. The northern areas, so the sheriff's departments and wardens. Two of the sheriff's departments, correct me if I'm wrong, have their own side by sides.
Wow.
Orleans and
Bennington County Sheriff.
Bennington. Oh yeah,
so.
Bennington. Yeah.
Okay.
A lot of it is also done just in vehicles. Sheriffs in the vehicles on the class roads, or the wardens.
So this trail network that we have in Vermont, which is right around 1,000 miles,
Yes.
is it all on private land, or is there some state land too?
Nope, no state land. Private land, class 3 and 4 roads.
Okay. So these clubs, these 21 clubs that we have in Vermont, presumably have to have some kind of, just like Vast, have to have some kind of relationship with these private landowners.
Absolutely.
It's quite time consuming. I mean, just in Roxbury, which I'm the president of the Roxbury Club as well, we have 21, 22 landowners, and a large amount of time is spent, schmoozing. Just going to visit them. Hey, how's it going?
How's it
getting
going?
a landowner permission form filled out every year.
Yeah. So you have to have that. Wow.
Luckily, we do have amazing landowners that are great to work with.
Yeah.
Well, they get it,
Yeah.
and they're probably ATV enthusiasts themselves.
Yes, some yes, some no. We've definitely converted some people. I mean, I have some landowners that do not own ATVs.
Right.
We're not basically dead set against us at one point in the last 10 years, and now have trails on their property up in the back and love us.
So, dumb question here, but is there a speed limit?
Typically 25 miles an hour, depending on the situation, the request of the landowner. Anywhere from 10 miles an hour up to 25 miles an hour.
In some of these trails, you really need to have some technical skill. You have to have a little bit of experience to navigate through some of these areas, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
In the woods, you can get into some soft areas, and you need to practice safety, but also respect. And I would think that would kind of go without saying, that it's not just the authorities that are managing you're staying within the speed limit. You're not polluting and littering and stuff like that. But also just the camaraderie between yourselves as enthusiasts here. You guys all seem to have a level of unspoken rule between all of you.
Proper trail etiquette is extremely important in this
That's
sport.
the words I'm thinking of. Proper trail etiquette, yeah. Keep your speed in check. Don't be drinking and driving. And don't litter.
Yeah, take out what you bring in.
Right.
Yeah, and maybe a little extra.
And the respect of driving through some of these areas, if you're in proximity of someone's home. So what about noise? Is that an issue?
It can be. It can be an issue. With the addition of electric side by sides, I'm very curious to see how that's going to impact the future use. Because that's a concern of a lot of our landowners is noise. Throughout the years, these things have become drastically quieter. For fuel efficiency, just the noise management itself. The industry market understands that the noise is an issue, and that's something they're continuously working on improving. So they're continuing to get quieter with the creation of the electric side-by-side. I think that will continue to get better.
I didn't even know there was such a thing.
Yep.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Into the electric side-by-side?
Yeah.
So Polaris has released the Polaris Ranger Kinetic. That's something that Vasa is looking to capitalize on as soon as they become available in the market. When they first came out this spring, I called our local dealer to see if we could get one. They were allowed 3 and were already sold. So people are very interested in them. I'm very excited to see what they bring to the market. Some of them offer a range of up to 80 miles. That's best case scenario, flat ground, straight line. Vermont doesn't have much of that, so I would be happy with a 50-mile radius, honestly.
Sure.
But I'm very excited to see how this progresses and helps the sport.
Wow. What about the regular gas-powered manufacturers in Vermont? Can we even get a side-by-side right now?
You can. You have to put a couple thousand down for the most part, and a wait.
Yeah, mine was about 7 months. Yeah. I ordered mine in the spring, and late September last year it showed up.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yep.
That was a long wait.
Yep. And that when I bought it, the value of that has risen about $5,000. I could sell that now for a lot more than what I paid for it brand new. So
what is the deal with side-by-sides and just ATVing in general? I mean, it's just the popularity of this has just exploded over the years.
It's a great way to get outside and recreate outdoors.
I mean, some of the places we go, I mean, Chris's club in Topsom, there's a lookout up there. I mean, someone that might not be able to make that hike can go up and see a very, very beautiful part of the state. I mean, we have some beautiful spots in Roxbury, all over the place.
Chris, you're talking about Chris Putney.
Yeah.
Chris, you with us?
Oh, I sure am.
What's the spot he's talking about, man?
Oh, that'd be the view up where the camper is, JD. I think you might have gone there last summer with Mr. Ellsworth.
Yes.
And that's the thing. You see those sites, you see the animals, you meet people, the camaraderie as you guys are speaking about. I mean, there's nothing better than getting lost in the woods with a group of individuals who have the same interests as you.
And and you're getting into areas that if you were to go in by foot, it would take you hours, and you'd be super exhausted at the end of the day.
I mean, I went out on Sunday and walked 5 miles to cut some trees and clean up and walk around, and I'm here to tell you it's a lot easier when you're in that side by side.
Yeah, no doubt about it. President of the Tri-Village Wheelers, how many members are you guys strong now, Chris?
At this point in the season, I'm not sure. I believe last year we ended somewhere around the 280 range. And so it's a growing sport. And anything that grows, it does have its growing pains. And so as the boys were talking about, you got landowners who might not be pleased with your presence, but you got to do your part and make sure that they do bring a valid concern sometimes, and really most of the times. And it's our job as that middleman volunteer situation to help reduce or eradicate the situation so that the rest of the 99% of the individuals who are riding legally and doing the right thing can still enjoy it.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm guessing that you've got periodical meetings with your club. Am I right?
Oh, yeah. Per the Vasa rules, we meet once a month. During COVID, it was a little tricky, so we try to do them by Zoom or all that stuff. Our meeting will be held, I believe, the second week coming up here in May. And I'll post that out on our Facebook page as well. But it's anybody's welcome to come to our meeting. You don't have to be a member. And the perk of, as clubs are changing over this online sales format, most clubs are offering membership days where if you don't have the internet, or you don't care to try to figure out how to use the Vasa page the first year and you'd rather have somebody help you through it, the volunteers for a lot of clubs are stepping up and making sure that there's a way that you can still join a club, be legal, and not pay the couple $100 fine at their meetings.
So Tri-Village Wheelers, you guys are what now? Topsom, Orange, Newberry.
We are all Topsom. So it's the three villages in Topsom, east, west, and then Topsom Village south. Orange is Central Vermont ATV. There's some noise over Newberry, nothing really connecting them just yet, but we'll see what happens there in the future.
What kind of wildlife have you seen out on the in the trails in that area, Chris?
Oh, well, last year we saw 3 bear cubs and a mom. We saw them quite a bit of the summer. We've seen some moose, deer, the porcupines, and just seeing my children, they were 7, 5, and 2 at the time there, just watching their eyes light up as you see these animals that, chances are, if you're not in the middle of the woods, you're not going to see them.
Yeah.
And then when you ride all over the state, it even gets better. As Adam was saying, you ride up north, you get in those big woods, and they're just plentiful.
Yeah, that's so cool. And you get all the kids out at the same time, obviously.
Oh, absolutely. Helmets strapped on, car seat if they need it strapped in, buckled in, goggles on, we're headed.
Wow.
In the past 3 years, we rode over 8,000 miles.
8,000 miles in 3 years?
Yeah, 2.5, yeah.
Now, when you get home at the end of the night after a full day of riding, are you getting into like in the hot tub, or do we have the icy hot going? What's happening? Are you sore?
You get in the shower and you get ready to go again tomorrow.
So on that, if you're riding a 4-wheeler,
yeah,
at the end of the day, you've ridden 100 miles. But a side by side, my general, like put 200 miles on it a day. Let's go tomorrow.
Wow,
it's so
just
comfortable.
The suspension, everything about it,
so comfortable.
What does one of these things cost? Middle of the road,
20.
Anywhere between 15 and 30 at this point.
Okay, and that's a 4-seater.
You can,
depending on the brand.
On the brand.
A 4-seater is probably closer to like starting in the 18 to
25 range.
But to be able to get your whole family in there, as opposed to a 4-wheeler, you get everybody in there and you're all together. You can bring a cooler, you can pack a lunch, whatever you want to do. Roast some hot dogs somewhere on a
burgers.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It's
what a way to be.
Such a great family sport. It really is. And
summer's short here in Vermont, so you gotta strike the iron when it's hot. So, Chris, do you think you guys are going to be opening up here on time, Tri-Village Wheelers?
That's our hope. We're going to go out. We're going to go out again this Sunday and do a little bit of more trail work and do some more inspection. It's a little wet out there still, but if Mother Nature cooperates and we don't get any more snow like we had this morning, I think we'll be good to go on the 15th for sure. But if not, it'll be posted on our Facebook page, posted to our trailhead, so that we can keep everybody out until the time is right. We don't want to do any more damage. Ethan has his hands full. Ethan, Danny, and the crew, they've got their hands full trying to keep all of our trails up to snuff. So we don't want to cause any more damage than we really need to. I want to ride just as bad as anybody else. I want to get out there and see everything and hang out, but. If we got to wait another 2 days, we got to wait another 2 days.
Right. What's your Facebook page, Chris?
Oh, it's the Tri-Village Wheelers.
That's it. And you guys you'll be posting up information on where we stand.
Yeah, and so as we get closer to the season, I get more and more active. And then throughout the season, I'm very active on there, making sure the messages are getting across. If I get a complaint, I want to put it out there. I want everybody to know. Usually. Preseason, I probably only fielded about 45 phone calls the past couple weeks. And so that's pretty low for me. When people call me, they know that I'm going to take care of the situation or try to figure out the best I can. We're going to go hang trail cameras. We're going to get out there. We're going to look. We're going to put posts out. I'll get a hold of Ethan or Danny at the office and say, what can we do? And it's just the perk of the job.
Yeah. Yeah, and here's the thing, Ethan, and we all know this, that it's we all love a little bit of mud on the tires, without a doubt, and that's fun. But right now, if you really want to rip it hard, do it on your own yard, not somebody else's private property.
Please,
we're begging you.
Yeah.
Because honestly, even though this sport is getting so popular and is really taken off, everything what we do is fragile.
Very fragile.
Everything.
The landowner relations are the most important part, and it only takes. I mean, you see it with the snowmobile, you see it with anything. It can change overnight.
Of course, and that
Respect.
And it's just respect, man. It's respect. There's no reason why you can't take out what you bring in. Don't be throwing cans around or leaving behind anything, and keep these trails in the best possible shape that they can. Because you guys are out there busting your asses with chainsaws. You're making sure you guys are maintaining everything. I mean, what a job, Ethan, to oversee that statewide. My God.
It's an amazing job, though. I love it.
And this is obviously a paid position. Yep. This is more than a full-time gig. Whatever you're getting paid, brother, it's probably not enough.
Say that a bit louder for the people in the back.
It's just not enough. It's not enough. This guy needs a raise. I mean, that's and this is, and frankly, there should be 2 Ethan Hills.
That's the goal.
Is that the goal?
Yeah.
Maybe 3
Well,
in the next couple of years.
We'll start with 2.
We'll start with 2. He does have a couple of trail guys in him. I mean, there's a huge support staff at Vasa, and I mean, we owe them
Danny's amazing.
Yeah, we owe them a big amount of gratitude. You know, Danny, Ethan, Carson in the office.
Yeah.
Jim's been taking care of the website.
David Gilderdale is another trail guy that is amazing.
Yeah, he's amazing.
He's amazing.
We call him Water Bar Dave.
Water Bar Dave.
Water Bar Dave. And then we got a new trail guy, old grumpy guy, but I think he'll be all right.
Yeah, I think we'll get along well.
Who's that?
My father.
Oh, are you serious? Oh. No, I remember.
He's retired, needs something to do.
I remember when Vasa used to hold this big event, Route 2, Danville.
Yep.
Is that going to come back? Do
No.
we know? No, probably not. All right.
That
was a lot of fun, man.
It's a lot of club. It was a lot of fun. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of stress on the trails to have a massive amount of ATVs and people on them all at once.
Right.
And a lot of clubs do have poker rides.
Right.
Different events, fundraisers. I mean, Billtown's doing a fundraiser soon. I mean, and those are great. The big event was a lot of fun, but it was a lot to put together. A lot.
Sure. VTVasa.org. VASA. VTVasa.org is the site to go to, no matter where you are, no matter what state you're in. But we'll tell you right now, if you're listening from out of state, we take land conservation up here very seriously, and there's a level of responsibility that we generally adhere to up here in our beautiful Green Mountain State. So please, if you're going to trailer up from no matter where you are, New York, Canada, Massachusetts, know that when you come to Vermont, there's plenty of authorities that are in the woods, making sure that you're respecting the private landowner, you're keeping your speed in check, and you're not driving around hammered, which I can't even imagine. But just be safe. Be safe. Keep the positivity of this going on. This is doing nothing more than bringing enjoyment to people, fresh air, and it is massively helping our economy. From lodging, restaurants, whatever. Even the small town, little rinky-dink gas stations and general stores. You know, during the summer, you probably see 20, 30 or more ATVs that'll pull up, and we need that. Yeah. We need that to continue.
There's a couple organizations up in was it Wheelock, the pizza guy there, and there's a couple. Without mentioning any names, there's several that have benefited very well from ATVs.
Have started their business based on being on the ATV trail.
Yeah,
isn't that amazing?
It is.
I love to hear that.
The Wheelock General Store makes a great sandwich.
Absolutely.
Really?
And the mobile station at the bottom of the hill in Northfield, we go to there.
No kidding.
Great burgers. Believe it or not, for a store, it's great burgers.
I hope to buckle up with Joe Aldsworth this summer and rip around. I don't know where that is. Newberry, I guess, is where they go up into.
tops them. Yeah.
And tops them. Yeah.
He made it over to Roxbury. I would welcome you to come over there.
Now, what's he put in? Like he put in like 5-10 miles before he gets tired.
Yeah. Well, it's like 2 or 3, and then he stops and talks.
Yeah.
It's the 220, ride 2 miles, talk 20 minutes. that club. Was it the 5:30?
5:30.
5:30. 5 miles, 30 minutes.
You guys are doing great work. I think it's wonderful that we have you on. Had you on last year right about the same time. Yeah. Just before opening day, which again, Vasa Trail is going to be opening on May 15th, weather permitting. So please watch their website, vtvasa.org, but also watch your local club's Facebook page and information online as well to find out where we stand. Because, if we get, some pretty heavy rains or whatever, it's going to throw this date off.
Mm-hmm. It has before, yes.
Yeah, and we all have to realize that, I mean, even if we don't get a lot of rain, our woods, our trails right now are soft this time of year. I mean, really, just hiking is pretty messy. So please remember that and be respectful when you're out.
As an organization, these guys do a fantastic job of erosion control and just, turning what could be ugly into something that's sustainable through the woods.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Are there any particular trouble spots, Ethan or Adam, to mention that we really maybe even want to avoid for the beginning of the season? Any areas that are particularly hot right now?
I guess most importantly, when you come across a soft spot in the trail, I would much rather see you go through that soft spot than out around it. Widening the trails, steep hills and stuff like that. It doesn't always have to be a contest. You know what I mean? 4-wheel drive, we'll keep that hill rut free and use 4-wheel drive whenever
low.
Possible.
Yeah, low.
Yep.
Low.
That's
you like
so
replacing belts.
Right? Yeah.
Yep. No, the less impact you can make while you're out there, the better. So you don't necessarily have to, be a volunteer that goes out there and does trail maintenance. That would be great too. But if people could just be a better trail user, in the end, that's very helpful as well. So.
And a lot of folks will bring a chainsaw or whatever if a tree comes down in the middle of the night, just to get that cleared out for the rest of the day, which is a good thing. Is there a time of night that maybe it would be suggested that you're not out?
Town ordinances are different, but 9 o'clock, 7 in the morning till 9 o'clock at night is you've got your best riding.
Pretty typical.
Then.
Okay.
So,
all right, yeah. If you're out there, please don't make any noise, especially if it's late at night. What about the radios in these machines?
A lot of these machines come with radios nowadays. Keep them turned down so that you can hear it, but not everybody else needs to listen to what you're listening to as well. So
Highway to hell,
it goes back to that
it
trail etiquette and being respectful.
Sure.
Do your thing inside your vehicle and let everybody else enjoy the wild around them.
That may have been one of our biggest complaints last year is loud music. Loud music.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to hear it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, no one wants to hear Neil Diamond cranking out of your rig while you're ripping through the woods. That's
ABBA.
Interesting, though. Yeah, ABBA. I never, I wouldn't have even thought of that. That's so interesting. Yeah, just be respectful. Language, everything. Bring your family along. Everybody buckle up. What's the deal with helmets now? Is that a state law? We have
State
to wear
law.
helmets?
Yes.
So it's been for 2 years now.
What if you get nabbed without one? What's the deal?
You get a ticket.
Do we know what that ticket is? I think last year you guys were saying it was around $150.
I want to say 175 in the two range.
If you're going to spend that money anyways, buy a really nice helmet.
Yeah.
There are some decent helmets. They're lightweight. I actually ride with Ethan quite a bit in the summer because
Yeah.
we both go on Wednesdays, and it's great to have a riding partner like him. But he got me into the what are those helmets we have, the Trek
Pelts,
Pelts.
rock climbing helmets.
rock climbing helmets, and they're lightweight.
Really?
Cool. It's
Oh,
they're actually decent.
well, it's hot as hell. That's amazing.
So, an ANSI approved, helmet with a chin strap for a side by side, a DOT approved helmet for ATVs.
Oh, yeah. Great stuff, man. Chris Putney and Ethan Hill and Adam Lane, all from Vasa. I hope we make a regular habit of this every spring. I think we should.
We talked a lot last year about doing something out on the trails, doing a podcast out on the trails, and we never followed through with it. So
Yes.
this year.
Are there any good spots for internet?
Well,
Do we-
I can
do we
probably come up with a couple in Roxbury. Thompson would be tough.
or a hotspot. I know Altworth has got a hotspot that he can bring.
Ooh.
So maybe we could do that. That'd be
Yeah.
a great idea.
Up on top of one of the mountains, we do actually get cell service in Roxbury.
there you
So,
go.
Be a great spot.
I would love to do that, man. That'd be a lot of fun. Listen, you guys be well. Good luck this season. If there's anything that we can do to help out getting a message across mid-season or whatever, just a reminder to folks, get in here. We'll give you a microphone, and we'll do that together.
Awesome.
Great job.
Thank
Both
you.
of we thank you so much. And Chris Putney as well, president over at Tri-Village Wheelers, joining us on Aired Out. Listen, be well. Take good care, everybody. And we're going to catch you next time, live from the ASB Financial Studios and Fly on the Wall Productions, Main Street, Barrie, Vermont.